The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 2. Then thou shalt understand is that very same time where in the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. 2nd Ezra 9, verse 3. Therefore, where there shall be seen earthquakes and wars of people in the world. Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Makakadash, Barakatham, to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, and the name Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodesh Lutan. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a quick sit-down lesson of the latest of earthquakes in diverse places as April the 23rd, 2025 on this Wednesday morning. And you had a total of 30 earthquakes as of April the 22nd all went to April the 23rd of 2025. And this is from the earthquake.usgs.gov. And he had a 2.5 earthquake in Alaska, 5.0 earthquake in Turkey. And I believe that's the aftershock of those, that's the aftershock of that earthquake over there in Turkey. It got over there in Istanbul, they got hit with a 6.2 earthquake. So most likely that 5.0 earthquake was an aftershock of that 6.2 earthquake over there in Turkey. And you had a 4.0 earthquake, most likely the aftershock of that. 4.4 earthquake in New Zealand, 3.8 earthquake in Dominican Republic, 5.1 earthquake in Papua New Guinea, 5.0 earthquake in Turkey, 4.5 earthquake in Turkey, 2.6 earthquake in Alaska, 3.4 earthquake in North Cruise Bay, U.S. Virgin Islands. Yep, and that large earthquake that hit over there in Istanbul, Turkey, that was a 6.2 earthquake. 4.7 earthquake in Chile, 2.6 earthquake in Hartsville, Missouri, 4.7 earthquake in Indonesia. So those was the latest of earthquakes in diverse places as of April the 23rd, 2025 on this Wednesday morning. So we'll get to these recent earthquakes. 6.2 earthquake in Turkey today. This is from NBC News as of, this is from NBCnews.com. It says, World News, it says large earthquake hits off of coastal Turkey. It says no damage has been reported, but residents, it says, of Istanbul, says aftershocks continue to shake the city of 16 million. It says an abandoned building in Istanbul collapsed partly due to the 6.2 magnitude earthquake Wednesday. It says this is published by Alexander Smith. As of April the 23rd, 2025, 6:17 a.m. updated April 23rd, 2025. It says a series of earthquakes shook Europe's largest city of Istanbul Wednesday, sending people running from buildings, and Turkey authorities warned residents to stay inside. The largest earthquake had a magnitude of a 6.2 and struck the Marmara Sea, 13 miles off the Turkey's coast, 12:49 p.m. local time, 5:49 a.m. Eastern time. It says according to the United States Geological Survey. It says that followed by the latest 3 aftershocks between magnitude of a 4 and a 5. The USGS says all clustered near the economic maritime artillery of the Bosphorus Strait, if I pronounced that right. And this is it says again from CNN News, magnitude of a 6.2 earthquake struck near Istanbul as scores injured in panic. Yep, it says a 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Istanbul on Wednesdays, leading to scenes of panic in the Turkish meteorologists. Officials say. It says Istanbul said there had been no loss of injury, but that 151 people were injured after jumping from heights due to panic. It says it says no residential business was damaged, the authorities added, but one abandoned building collapsed during the Central Faith District. Turkey's Interior Minister Ali Yerwakalia said the quake lasted of total of 13 seconds and a depth of 7 kilometers, with 51 aftershocks recorded so far, and the largest, which was a 5.9 magnitude. It says, let's not let down our guard against possible aftershocks, he said on X. It says some 6,100 emergency calls were received, adding most of which information inquiries. In February, it says in February 2023, Turkey experienced one of its deadliest earthquakes in the last century when a 7.8 quake struck 23 kilometers, 4.2 miles east of Nurdaji in the southern Gaziantep province at a depth of 24.1 kilometers, 4.9 miles. That earthquake hit northern Syria, killing more than 50,000 across both countries. With the two key fault lines, the north of the east, Turkey is one of the most seismically active regions in the world. In reality, that amplified concerns of Istanbul earthquake preparedness. It says a total of 51 aftershocks has been recorded following the powerful 6.2 magnitude earthquake which hit Istanbul earlier, according to the Interior Ali. The strongest was a 5.9. Right, the strongest was after those 51 shocks. After those 51 shocks, an earthquake of that magnitude 6.1. The largest was a 5.9 earthquake of the aftershock. Right, so the two largest one was a 4.9 and a 5.9 aftershock of that major 6.2 earthquake that hit over in Turkey. Go back to the scriptures. 2 Esdras 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time wherein the highest, which is Heavenly Father Yahweh, will begin to visit the world which He made. Right, so the Heavenly Father visiting this earth with the earthquakes in diverse places. 2 Esdras 9 verse 3. Therefore, when it shall be seen earthquakes and upwards, people were right, so increasing earthquakes that we're seeing. And this is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, that's what we're seeing, increasing great earthquakes in diverse places from the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Himself, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs should be from heaven. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of the latest of earthquakes in diverse places as of April the 23rd, 2025 on this Wednesday morning. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Akakadash, Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.